Well, good afternoon, carpers. And yes, back on the bank. Slightly different weather conditions this time. Last time it was just rain. Now we're in scorching sunshine. It's Tuesday, 30th May, and it's 12:45. And I am on the bank of Willow Bank at Todber Manor. First time fished this lake, so yeah, it's another new, not a venue, because I've fished the venue, but another new lake on their complex. So yeah, I believe I'm in peg 10, which is, if anyone's fished Willow Bank, as you come in out the car park to the footpath, you turn left and you just keep going until you get to the end. Only 10 pegs on this lake, and you all fish from one side. Peg 1 was coming available later on this afternoon. I was after 2 pegs because I'm going to be joined by my mate Kevin again, who joined me at Coking Farm. It's a complete fluke that we're on this lake, because we both booked the same dates. I had a start time of 9, he booked from 1, but neither of us knew we both booked on here, and we got chatting at Coking Farm, and it turned out that we both booked the same, both the same time frame. So yeah, here to Friday. It's got 72 hours in front of us. Rod's been out now about half hour, so not been fishing long. So had a nice gentle setup, got everything sorted. So yeah, so everything's in place. I am now just sat down. Everything's where I want it to be. Sat down, and I am joined today by Thatcher's Gold cider, and it's going down like a treat, I can tell you. Just trying to keep out the sun. And I'm also joined, because it's a half term, also joined over there, just in there, is my little one, who always comes with me, unless I do a dirty on her and then book some time when she's at school, but she don't enjoy that bit, so that ain't good. So yeah, so she don't like that. So yeah, so I'm just going to flip you around and just give you a quick look. So this is my peg. There's the rods on the dance floor. So my left hand rod there's a tree right down the bottom on the left hand side. I've managed to get my boat, love 'em or hate 'em, just underneath that tree. I've gone right underneath that tree. So that's one rod. Second rod, if it focuses, move my hand a bit. So it is just there, somewhere there is my second rod, and now it's focused. So bosh, there. That's my middle rod. My left hand rod, sorry, my right hand rod is dush, just there. So that's where we're at. That's where they are. So hopefully, to spin you back round, there we go. Hello. So hopefully we'll have some action. Apparently they spawned last week, so the spawning's out the way. most of the spawn's out the way. Haven't heard no crashing, seen no crashing, so it's all quiet on the Western Front on that scale. There's a couple come out early doors this morning, a couple overnight. Nothing to sort of shout about. They're not reeling them in like no tomorrow. So it's steady. So straight away I'm thinking we're going to blank. It's a tougher water. Everybody fishes this lake for big red. We all know that. Big red came out 2 weeks ago, I believe. A young lad caught him, so fair play to that young lad. So big red's been out, and his catch patterns, generally from what I've been talking to people and been hearing, it's between April and June that he comes out. So you never know. Like I was saying, swim 1 and swim 2 was coming available later on this afternoon. I was there for 9. I could have waited. I could have sat in the car park, gone down to the shops or whatever, and then just bucketed to swim and come back later. But I wasn't feeling it and I know people fish swim 1 because of the feeder, but I just didn't feel it down there. It's a lot colder down there, the wind's blowing. Up in 10, as you can just see when I just showed you, the water's pretty flat calm compared down to there. Now, I don't know if I can show you actually. Let me just stand up a minute, bear with. So this is my swim. Pretty flat right through. Peg 9, pretty flat. And then right down in the distance, so I'm going to zoom in now. That's the wind down there, it's just blowing across the lake. And even though it's warm and the sun's out and that, it is quite chilly down there. So, like I said, I stood up there for a while and I watched it, and then I come down here and watched it, and I thought, you know, here just felt right. Someone was saying, here, go here. There's the youngest in there, look, she's in there. There she is on her iPad. She might wave to you. There you go, we got a wave. So yeah, I just felt more comfortable down here. And there's 2 pegs in the middle of the lake, but I stood in one of them, and you just feel penned in. Todber, no, they're known for their big swims, and you know, you've got plenty of room, you've got plenty of swim. It's great, but you know how people fish, and in the middle of the lake I just felt a little bit penned in. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet, go and peg 10, see what happens. Fish move around, we all know that. It's potluck where you catch them. So, you know, we're in peg 10, it is what it is. I am not moving. I don't move once I'm set up. Too much to worry about, too much gear to move. I don't fish light, especially when you're coming for 72 hours. So, and the lake is rammed, the lake is full. By today, tomorrow, it's every peg's gone, taken. So I just felt down here, out the way from the hustle and bustle. You got no one walking past you because you're on the end and you're at the back end. So, no, if I don't catch anything, like I say, I'm only a few I'm only what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 hours into my session. Rod's only been out about 45 minutes now, 40 minutes, something like that. I'm only just started into my session. If I don't get anything, it won't bother me. It's going to be warm, it's going to be sunny, it's going to be dry. Fish, if they come along, great. If not, it is what it is. But I will be back to this lake. And any other lakes I fish and blank, it won't deter me from going back. I will go back. Keep going back until you catch. So yeah. Well, so I just wanted a little catch up. So that's where I'm going to leave you for now, guys. I'm going to sit here, watch the water, because I can see fizzing. So I'm going to sit here and watch the water, keep my fingers and toes crossed, add me thatchers, and see where it takes us. Until later, carpers. Catch you later. Afternoon, carpers. Nothing to report. Just sat here watching the duck with her little chicks, as you could see. Love this time of year. There's no catfish in this lake, so they should all survive. Fingers crossed. My mate Kev next door, he's just arrived. He's setting up. So yeah, he's nearly all set up now. So he's just arrived. So happy days. Tripod fell over earlier with the wind. Yeah, we had a bit of wind and it all fell over. But no, nothing to report. I've had a few show. So yeah, there's definitely fish in this swim. I just can't tease them onto my hook just yet. But it's early doors. So yeah, just keep watching the water. There's some ripples coming out, quite big ripples coming out actually. And I just sat here watching the water, seeing if there's any showing, and there are showing, there's shows. And then I was watching the ducks, where my rod was, where my middle rod is. She come off that bank. She wasn't sat there when I put my rig out, but she was in the water, and she must have come from underneath the trees somewhere. I mean, she wanted to get out of the water with her little ones, and they got up on the bank, literally got out the water where my middle rod is. It's like, but all is good. So no, just nothing to report. It's now 10 to 3, so we'll see. I've been told they'd sort of move around. They move out of here during the day, and then during the night they move on back down in here. So you never know, we might have to coax one out of the water early evening or through the night. But I will keep you informed, carpers. But until then, keep carping. Evening, carpers. Good evening. Just currently stood in my friend's swim. He's gone to get his beanie hat. It is cold. It's blue sky, literally blue sky, Sun's out down the bottom end of the lake. I'll just flip you around now. So there's the blue sky. Sun's at the bottom end of the lake. We're at this end of the lake, like I say, 9 and 10. We're all in the shady spots. That's my swim, just down there. So yeah, I'm gonna flick you back round. So yeah, but it's such a cold wind. It really is. No fish to report, unfortunately. I've redone the rods for the night. So yeah, I've just got to sit and wait now. So nothing to report really. Redone the rods, redone my baits. So, oh sorry. So there's no point me. I ain't gonna show baits until I start catching, or rigs. Well, the rigs I'm all on. Well, I ain't got nothing to hide. The rigs are all Ronnie rigs. I've got a Pacific tuna pop up. I've got a Indus 365 nuts wafter, and I got another pop up, and I can't remember what one it is. I think just can't remember. Oh no, it's another. It's another wafter, and I think it's a mainline one. Something hemp, hickory hemp or something like that. Let me go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. It's a two-tone one. Oh, my kettle's doing its nut. Bear with, I'm going to pause you. Back on. It's a nutty hemp wafter, and it's a two-tone black and white. Ain't seen them before. I thought, oh, two-tone black and white, give it a go. So yeah, so that's what we're on. So yeah, so a wafter from Hinder's 365 range, nuts 365, a mainline hemp one, and then a Pacific tuna pop up. So we're going to see how we get on with them tonight. If nothing materialises from them tonight, then I'm going to have a little look into changing them tomorrow and go for something else and have a little mooch about with something, have a play with something else, and then hopefully we can catch on something. But yeah, it's been sunny all day. It's been really warm. I feel like I caught the sun, and then but this wind, it's just picked up in the last hour and a half. But it is a cold wind. But yeah, anyway, don't want to get waffling, so I'll leave it at that. You only see me again if I have a fish on the bank. If not, see you in the morning. Keep carping. Good morning, carpers. Morning. Nothing to report. All very quiet. About 3 or 4 pegs down. Guy had a 31 pound. He had a 31 pounder last night in the middle of the night. But this end, a couple of bleeps, but that's about it. So yeah, nothing to report. A bit quiet really. Just cooking a little and some turkey sausages. How many sausages that we want? So we're out for the turkey. See what they're like in a bit. But yeah, odds are redone. I had to bring them in. Nature was calling, so I had to go and use the facilities. So yeah, unfortunately, I had to reel them in, so I've redone them. Got all 3 rods back out on the spots. So we'll just wait and see. But yeah, I'm not feeling it, if I'm honest now. I thought when I got here, like I said, I didn't really, swim 1 and 2 wasn't really looking good. And they all say swim 1's the main, it's the one that you want. But they all produce, all swims produce, but one obviously produces more than the other. But yeah, it's I don't know. This one was, I was feeling more positive up this end. It's still windy down that end, still quite choppy, and we've got pretty much flat calm. We're on the back of the wind, which is a cold wind. So I'm hoping it's going to prove dividends, you know. I'm hoping it's going to work. But you don't know, do you? It is what it is. At the end of the day, sorry about that. At the end of the day, it's carp fishing. You win some, you lose some. So yeah. But at the minute, nothing to report, so it's all a little bit quiet. I've changed my baits this morning to different baits, so I'm going to give them a go now. I'm on a CC More yellow pop-up. Pop-up, yellow pop-up CC More, and I'm on a CC More live system pop-up, and I've gone for a SM1, I think they are, wafter. So see what they produce today, and then don't know. I don't know what it's like. I've never fished this lake. I know it was hot yesterday, but I didn't really see them up in the upper layers, to be fair, cruising on top. But I have just bought from Top of Manor shop. Never used them. Never had them in my tackle. Never had them in my armoury, amongst my tackle. So it'll be the first time, but just in case I need to, I went and bought some 3-foot zigs already done. Like I say, never use zigs, but I thought, do you know what? Let's give it a go. And they come with black, red, and yellow. So we'll see. Might use them, might not. What I might do, I might even go to bottom baits and just stick all 3 on the bottom. But we'll see. We'll see what's doing, and then go from there. But no waffling, no fish to catch. Well, sorry, plenty of fish to catch. They wish to get on the end of my hooks, but no fish to report. So it's a chilly night. It wasn't the warmest of nights, but it wasn't the coldest, but it was chilly. But anyway, I'm going to finish off cooking our sausages for her, and hopefully this next one seeing me will be a fish. See you later, carpers. Good afternoon, guys. Carpers, good afternoon. Well, it's late, nearly early evening. It's 20 to 5. Nothing to report apart from I've had a move. Don't normally move. Ain't one for moving, if I'm honest. It's not me moving. especially when I definitely got the little one. We just bring a little bit extra double stuff. So yeah, so we've moved from peg 10 and we moved to what they call the point, I believe, which is about the middle of the lake. So there was two guys in here. Well, there was two swims, the middle and the point, and the left of the point. The swim directly left of the point. There's two guys in there. They left today, and so these swims come available. So it's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to move. Like I said, I'm not one for moving. Just wasn't feeling it down that end.
Sure.
Yep.
You were alarmed just when?
Yep. Just having a bit of a social with Kev behind my bivvy in the sun. Because if I spin you around, it's all shady here, no sun. And if I show you where Kev sat, I've just got a little bit of the late sun evening there. He's just ordering a mask off Amazon. A Chucky mask. He's going to wind some friends up in France. He's going to France next Friday, he leaves, and he's going to wind them up with this mask. He's going to really scare someone with that. But anyway, yeah, so you just heard a beep on my rod. That's the second beep I've had since I've moved, and the rod's only been out half hour, 40 minutes. Down the bottom end, I probably had one beep, maybe two max. That's the second beep within half hour, 40 minutes. So, and they did have fish out of this swim. They did have fish. So, peg 1, which is the one I binned because I wasn't feeling peg 1, he's had 2 fish. The guys what's in here have had 3 or 4 fish each, and then nothing else anywhere. So, so I said to Kev, let's move. I don't like moving, but we moved. So we've got everything moved. Me and Littlin went down the shop, just to get some more drinks for Littlin. And so we've got everything sorted. Went to the shop, come back, got the rods out. So yeah, they've been fishing for about half hour, 40 minutes now. So hopefully I've got 2 nights left now. And that's why I decided to move, because I thought, if I'm going to move, I need to move now, because it gives me 2 nights in this swim. And I feel in here, I feel more confident catching in here than I did down there. I just don't think the fish was down there. We've had this northeasterly wind since we've been here, and it keeps pushing, the wind's pushing right down to peg 1. Those who know peg 1, it's by the feeder, which is the sort of the feeders over there. Sort of just down there somewhere, there. And that's why people like peg 1. But there's no fish down that bottom end. From halfway up the lake, there's no fish. We've seen no boshing, but up here, they've been boshing about, hoping that they spawned last week, but no one really knows. We've had a few people say to me, yeah, they spawned last week. And when you ask the people in the shop, they're not sure if they spawned yet or not. So, but we think that they spawned last week. Either that, or they're ready to spawn, I don't know. But we see more movement, fish movement, from the middle of the lake down to peg 1, and we have from the middle of the lake down or up to peg 10. So that's where we are at the minute. So yeah, we're having a bit of a social, catching the sun of the last of the evening sun. We're having a Thatcher's. Like I say, he's just ordered a mask, haven't you, Kev?
Yep. A nice Freddy Krueger.
So he's gone for a Freddy Krueger one. Now he didn't tell me that. Because that lucky sod is off to France next week. Or Friday next week. So, like I say, we're going to just make the most of this sun before it goes behind these fir trees and disappears. And Lytton's gone for a shower, and then we're going to get something to eat from the truck wagon. So until later then, carpers, see you later. Left hand rod.
So is that in front of that one there, yeah?
Yeah. Don't know what it is, it might be a snotty bring.
No, it's not. Maybe a nasty one.
Fish on. Oh, now he's pulling.
Yeah. Take your time. No, you're going now, isn't he? That's all I've got to do.
Would you like to do the honours?
Well, if you want me to, of course I will. Take your time, just make sure that clutch is good on big like if you want to take it. That clutch there.
Bosh in the nets. He's a blank saver. Yes! The move paid off, man. The move paid off. Woo, baby. Right, let's sort it out. 19-2. The move's paid off. Lovely. Absolutely stunning. I'm happy with that one. Just got back from the toilet as well.
They don't want to know about from the blog.
There's the other side. Nice looking fish, that. Stunner. Right, we'll get her back. Good evening, carpers. That's a little bit exciting. Yeah. Time is 9:25 now, so I reckon I had that about 9:15, maybe 9:10, something like that. Like I say, I moved from peg 10 down to the point because there was a couple of lads in the point and next door to the point where my mate is just there. Both lads had fish. 3 or 4 each, I think it was. Both had 30s. Well, they say they both had 30s. So that was one had one in the. He had his last night, and then the other one had his as he is packing up today. So yeah. So we decided. Don't like to move, as I said before. Really don't like moving. But definitely wasn't feeling it down there. The fish didn't seem to be down there. So we decided to move. That took a bit of a while and get it all back set up. So yeah, you know, we moved, but I said to Kev, I said I'm feeling more positive tonight than I was last night, if I'm honest. And then anyway, we was sat outside having a drink, and he said, it's starting to get a bit chilly. So he said, yeah. I said, I'm a bit chilly, so we both decided to get in our bivvies. And then just sat down on my bed chair, and beep beep. And I thought, oh, and I couldn't work out, I couldn't remember what lights was for what alarms. And because I knew one was running the wrong way, so I need to change one of the lamps. So I jumped out and I looked at it and I thought that's my left hand rod, which is where the 30 come from. And it sort of beep beep and then stopped. Then it dropped, beep beep, and it went back up, and I thought, oh, don't tell me I've got a bream. Kev brought a bream, foul hooked it as well. But we're not talking about that one. So I thought, oh, don't tell me I've got a snotty bream, and it's foul hooked. So I watched the bobbin kept on bobbing up and down, a bit like Kev's did with his bream. I thought, I'm going to have to reel it in. So I got clamps on my butt rests, so I hadn't done the clamp. Just as I was done the clamp, the bobbin shot up against the bite alarm, beep, struck straight into it, fish on. So yeah, all that sweat earlier and frustration of moving, that's paid off. That one fish there is just awesome. It's just made my day. So blank saver done. Oh my days, I was worried we were going to have a blank on this one. Which compared to my last two vlogs, which is the very last one was Coking Farm, and the one before that was Wadmill at Todber. Both those had fish in it. Alright, Coking Farm only had the one fish, but it is a fish. And it's like, oh yes, I've got a fish on the bank. Don't get me wrong, if I had a blank I'd do post a video, because it's true. It is what it is. But yeah, so yeah, it's that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So happy days on that one. Happy days. So yeah, so the rod's back out on the spot. I think I won't know until tomorrow morning. That was a pop-up, but I couldn't remember. I put 2 pop-ups out. I put 3 pop-outs out, but 2 of them was 2 of the rods had live system on and Pacific tuna. Now I can't remember which one that was. So I had a Pacific tuna, a live system, and the other one was an SM1, I think it was. So I can't remember out the live system, because the SM1 was a yellow, I think. So I can't remember if it was the Pacific tuna or the live system. So what I've just put potluck and put another live system pop up out there. So that's what's out there now. So fingers crossed we can get another one. If not, it is what it is now. But I've got tonight and one more night, so this swimmer's looking more promising. Hopefully Kev can get one, and if he does, I'll try and take a picture or a video, depending if it's night or day. But fingers crossed Kev can get one, and we can get one each, at least one each, because that would be nice if we could get one each. But yeah, now I've cooled down a bit from getting the fish in, weighing it, putting it back, getting the rod back out on the spot. Got a bit hot, so I thought I'm going to sit out and have a cheeky cherry cola. Quite nice. So I thought I'll just sit out here for 5 minutes, have the can, and then because I don't like getting too hot when I get into the bivvy. Yeah, that wind's just picked up again, and I'm getting a bit chilly again. So unless I get another fish, you will probably see me in the morning, depending on fish action. So till then, catch you later, carpers. Morning. Just had one, 6:15. Just literally got it in the net. Right hand rod's just screamed off. We have a double take. Might need to borrow your net, Kev.
Yes, yeah, I'll get it now.
The move definitely did pay off. Right, I'm going to get this in, or hopefully get it in, and then we'll get back to you. This one's still got a leech on it. Whoa! Come on, baby. Whoa! You don't like it. Right, I know it's early morning, but come on. This is the first one. What was it again, Kev?
17.15.
17.5.
17.5.
So that's the first one of the double take. Right, we'll get some pictures, we'll put that one back and get the other one. This is the second one of the double take. 18.12. Sure, there's some nice scales patterns this side, I don't know about that side. But yeah, happy with that. Right, we'll get some pictures and we'll get her back. Well, good morning, carpers. So, the move definitely has paid off now. Oh, woke up about 4:30, something like that, and my right hand rod about, oh, I couldn't remember what time it was at first, but it was going beep beep. Oh no, my middle rod, sorry, was going beep beep, stopped, beep beep, and then it stopped, and then my right hand rod beep beep beep, and I thought, oh, what's going on here? So I sort of put my shoes on, nothing happened, got back into the bed, left it, tried to get back to sleep, and then I just heard beep. It just literally screamed off, and I thought, oh, alright, got out of bed, it's me riddle rod. Wasn't expecting that one, so I got that one. Kev next door, my mate, he came and landed it for me. We just got it in the net, just literally got it in the net, and then the right hand rod just screamed straight off, no warning, it just boshed. So managed to land that one. So yeah, 2 good fish, so it's 3 in total now. So for one person who doesn't like moving, the move actually paid off. Still don't like moving though, but glad I did. I thought it was 6:15, but after I had the 2 fish, weighed them, took some pictures, put them back, I decided to reel the other rod in, go and have a shower. I thought, got 2 rods out the water, might as well get the extra one out, go and have a shower now and we're done with it. So done that, got back from the shower block, and it's only 6:30. I said to Kev, I said, it's only 6:30, so that must have been 5:15 I had those fish. He said, I think you're right. So yeah, eyes blurry, misread the time. So if I did say it was 6:15, it was 5:15. So I've had a cup of coffee, got to have a cup of coffee in the mornings. Just finishing this off, rods are back out. Let's see what today brings. Fingers crossed. Until then, carpers, see you later. Afternoon, carpers. Nothing to report apart from Kev's just brought out of his cool box one of them bad boys. Strongbow dark fruit cider, and it's a pint can, no short measures, and it's very, very nice. Very nice. He's been hiding that one, hasn't he? But no, he still hasn't caught. He's on a zig now. I've had no more since this morning, and we haven't even seen no boshing. It's all gone very quiet. So maybe they're going to come on again this evening, hopefully. I think that was about 9 o'clock it started last night, wasn't it?
About 9, yeah.
So if we get nothing during the day, hopefully early evening, early morning will be dividends for us. Got to be off by 1 o'clock tomorrow. So fingers crossed. But it's just a quick update with this. Ought to try some. So unless we get any carp action, catch you later on. Keep carping. That's it, all baited for tonight.
Job done.
Wow, good evening carpers. Oh, looks like I caught the sun. Wow. Even though it's been sunny, it has been quite cold. That wind hasn't let up. It's came from the same direction from the time we got here, and it's going to be the same direction. I've looked at the forecast right up to, I don't know, next week. I think about Wednesday next week. It's the same direction. Northeasterly. Yeah, northeasterly, north that way. So yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a bit chilly. So yeah, rods are on the dance floor, all baited up as you see. We're all good to go. Hopefully we can have the same results as last night. If not, it is what it is. We can only but try. Kev's just putting his rigs out now on the bits that he baited up, as you see. So yeah, so we can only do what we done last night. So it's like mirror image of last night, changed nothing, same baits, same spots. I did rest the swim for 2 or 3 hours this afternoon. It got a bit warm. So I rested the swim, put some freebie bait out whilst I rested it, so hopefully it'll draw them in. Just chuck some more out, as you see now, for the night, and then yeah, we can only but pray. So that's the update. Wasn't a lot to update this afternoon because I didn't have the rods out, so I just gave everything a break, popped to the shops, and yeah, that's about it. So we're all good to go now. It's 6:05, so fingers crossed for tonight and see what happens. Hopefully we get a repeat of last night, because then I repeated everything of last night, so fingers crossed. So it's up to the carp gods now. So yeah, so unless anything carpy comes along, I might catch up with you before dark. But yeah, unless anything happens before dark or dusk, until something carpy happens, carpers, catch you later. Look at this cheeky shit. Look at him. What a nerve. What nerves has he got? You got some balls, I'll tell you that. Yeah, he's buggering off. That's it, carpers. All packed up, everything's in the car. That's our session over and done with. It all spawned, they're starting to spawn more and more now. So we had a very gentle pack down, tidied me tackle bags out as we done it, which I needed to do for a long time. So that's done. So yeah, so that's a wrap from Willow on Todber Manor. See you soon.